Good afternoon, everyone. I am Purnima here. I welcome all of you to English Club. My dear colleagues, today I am here with a very simple topics, that is will and shall. We use both these models in the simple future tense. Normally, when we make use of the present form and the past form, we directly use the subject with verb, but in the future form either we use shall or we use will. Then what is the difference between shall and will? So I just wanted to talk about this just for 5 minutes. Here will actually works as a simple future tense. I'll take an example. Here in the present form we can say I come is a very simple tense. I is a subject and come is a verb. In the present form, I come, and in the past form, the same sentence it gets changed. That is, I came. So automatically the verb gets changed when we speak in the past form. In the simple future, we can say with the help of the model will or shall, we can say I will come or I shall come. So, what is the difference between will and shall? So, let's have a brief look about that. Will means it's a structure of future form. To express the future, we take the help of this model. It is the same for all subjects and you don't need to change anything about the verb. That means whether it is the first, second or the third person, we don't have to change this. For an example, in the present form, I come, we don't have to take any helping verb because I is the first person. Again, the same example, he comes. Here, he is the third person and along with the come, we'll have to add yes. So that becomes he comes. We say I come, you come, they come. But when it comes about the third person, we'll have to say she comes, he comes, it comes. So in the same way, in the past form, we say I came, you came, they came. So in the third person also, the past form remains the same. He came, she came, it came, that came. At the same time, when it comes about the simple future, the same formula is applicable for all the persons. First, second and the third person, for all the person, you can use will or shall directly without making any changes in that. Here, then when should we use will and when should we use shall? We have to use will to describe the future, then to make a prediction, then to express a decision made at the moment of speaking, then to make a request, then to make promises and offers, and to describe the consequence of a conditional praise. That means here when we are talking about the future, see what I am talking now, that means what you are listening now, this is the present time. Once it passes, then it will become past. Then being in the present, we talk about tonight and in the evening. we say, I will meet you in the evening. So at this moment, evening will turn to us as the future. So the same day, we get the future time to express in our words. I will eat the food after some time. So after some time becomes future for us. So that is a one state, and another is to use how to make uses in the prediction. The prediction, for an example, in this academic year, we are expecting a very good result from our SSLC students. So this is the future, but we are confident that they get the result. That is also with a very good percentage. So we can say our SSLC students will get 100% result. So is a future. So is a prediction. And the next one, for an example, like we will be talking on the call. While we speak on the call, and while we will be taking the classes inside the classrooms, somebody comes, somebody calls us, and we say, wait, I will come. That means immediately we take the decision without thinking further. While you are taking the decision at that moment for that situation, then you can use will. And for the next one is request. So if you are requesting somebody, before the statement you can make use of will. So will you bring some more water please? Will you come to the appointment with me? Like this you can use in the beginning. And to make promises and offers. So most of the times we promise our students. So most of the time we promise our parents, and we promise our children, our child. So we say, I will give you after some time. I will come and talk to you after some time if you do this work. If you do a homework, I will give you chocolates. So like this we use. That means we are promising, we are offering something. When we are offering something, we'll have to use will. And will can be used to describe the situations in a conditional. As per to the conditional, we can make use of that. For example, if it rains, I will take my umbrella. So here, if actually is an assumption, it is an imagination. So we don't know whether it rains or not, but we assume that if it rains, then in this, according to the situation, looking at the situation, if we decide to do something, at that moment we can make use of will. So will work with all the persons, but shall may not work with all the types that what we discussed just now. Here shall can be used only with the first person singular and with the plural. For an example, I and we. I shall come, I shall eat, I shall talk to you, I shall give you the chocolates, I shall arrange the meeting for you, or else we shall. So here, in what are the situations that we can make use of shall? When we offer something, we can use shall. For an example, shall I make some lunch? It is an offer. Shall we help you with your bags? Again we are offering. And in the next situation, to make suggestions using I or we, when we suggest somebody with our suggestions, we can make use of shall. And to express formal obligations, for an examples, guests shall not remove anything from the rooms. So we express something. So in that case, when we express our opinion, we can make use of shall. And to make a promise, when we make a promise, if we are clear about that promise, then we can make use of shall. So normally we use shall formally to describe about the future, which we don't know what is going to happen in the future, but we keep a promise that something will happen which may turn as a good. In that case we can use shall. So here, to conclude the today's topic, I can say will can be used once it is confirmed with our decision, with our offer, with our suggestion. So will would work with all the persons, but shall we cannot use for the second person and for the third person. We can make use of with I or we. So here I have not given any points to write it down, but to brief you, you can make a note of the points which is explained above with a 2-3 examples. So here the examples are highlighted in the letters A, B, C, D in the pattern. You can make a note of that. Hope this may be useful for you. So by saying this, I thank all of you for listening to my class. Thank you.